Hi, everybody. I'm Adam McDowell with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Chicago. I'm here today with Dr. David Meyerson and Lee Dal Pra from Mind Chicago. You guys are I guess, clinical social working. And David, sorry, you're going to have to remind me of what your specific title is. It was a new one to me. So let's start. David, what's your title?
Sure. I have a doctorate in clinical psychology, so I'm a clinical psychologist, but I'm also a neuropsychologist, which means I provide neuropsychological evaluations. Lee, if you want to talk about your title, your technical title.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I'm Lee, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I do have licensure as a learning behavior specialist as well, and I'm currently finishing my PhD.
So you guys opened Mind Chicago, and you work with primarily children and families, providing, you said it was contextual therapy. So you're taking into account not just the child themselves, but everything around them. Can you tell me a little bit of background on that?
Yeah. So therapy-wise, we do evidence-based therapies and predominantly many contextual therapies. So what that looks like is cognitive behavior therapy, behavioral therapy, dialectical behavior therapy, acceptance and commitment therapy, and exposure therapies. We also do parent management training. And we work with children, adolescents, young adults, and families. And we do that either individually, through family work, or through groups.
Okay. So who should be reaching out to you? Who are your clientele, and how do people know that they should give you a call?
In terms of therapy, and then David, I'll let you talk about neuropsychology. Any family or individual that might be experiencing anxiety, depression, mood challenges, or maybe they're having some behavioral challenges at home due to ADHD or some of the changes that are going on, or need some support through major life changes like divorce, adoption, anything that is kind of coming up for you.
Quarantine, or maybe.
Yeah, I was just going to say quarantine, health concerns, health anxiety, can reach out, and anything else that might be going on, and we can do an assessment over the phone to kind of see, okay, will an intake be a fit for us, or do we need to reach out to one of our community partners and pair you up with someone who's going to be a fit for you? And then we'll decide whether that's individual, family, or group therapy. But we also have neuropsychology, and David, you can speak to that.
Sure. So neuropsychological evaluation is essentially a cognitive assessment of I work with children down to about 4, all the way up to college age students, sometimes a little older, in their later 20s, to understand the child's cognitive abilities. So that could be everything from intelligence to attention, memory, processing speed, a variety of different skills, and understand, are there aspects of their cognitive skills that are weaker, that might be getting in their way, right? So we might see a child develop issues with learning, behavior, emotions in a variety of ways, but often manifests at home or at school. When someone's thinking perhaps neuropsychological evaluation would be appropriate, it's that there's something going on. There's something seems to be getting this child's way, and we want to figure out, what is that thing, right? And that's my job, is to figure out what is getting the child's way. Again, could be a variety of things. And as Lee said, we provide contextual therapies. We do neuropsychological evaluations in context. So there's the testing component, but there's also classroom observations, connecting with teachers, speaking with parents or any other professionals that are involved in the child's life to understand the child, not just how they perform on these tests, but what do these tests mean in the context of who they are and all aspects of their life, right? As well as aspects of their development, right? So we're looking at, I'm working with someone who's 15, I want to learn about everything from birth all the way up to 15 about how things have progressed for this person throughout their life.
So Lee, you mentioned that you guys do group therapy as well. Can you talk a little bit about that and how it's different from what people might envision group therapy being?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I know a lot of people can be apprehensive about starting group therapy, and particularly the adults, because I think we have a lot of preconceived notions about people sitting in a room very quietly or sharing their deepest emotions right off the bat. But groups are very fun, engaging, experiential, and hands-on, but all rooted in the science-based therapies that we do. And we create a really warm space that helps to be super brave to experience new things, learn skills, connect with other people, and not just younger kids, but adolescents, young adults, and parents. And as we were talking about before, some of the kids in group, we create a cool space where they can have a social challenge or have some sort of worry or distress and get feedback from their peers that helps them shift their thinking or their mindset, learn something new, and then be able to take that experience and generalize it back to other parts of their life.
Great. And right now, Mind Chicago, you're currently donating a portion of your proceeds in light of all the quarantine and the issues coming up with that. Can you tell me a little bit about that, David?
Sure. So for the months of April and May, we're donating 1% of all of our revenue to the Illinois COVID Response Fund. In addition, we are matching up to $1,000 of donations for that same fund. And you can find the information for that on our website, mindchicago.com, where there's a link to a Fundly website. And again, people can donate money through there. We have a goal of $5,000, and like we said, we would match $1,000 in addition to our revenue donation.
That's great.
You can also find that on our social media at Mind Chicago as well on Instagram.
Is that Instagram and Facebook?
And Facebook, correct.
So you said, so people want to reach out to you if they think there might be an issue that you guys can help with. You said, go ahead and give you guys a call and you can do like a phone interview.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was
gonna say, what's the number to call? What's that process?
Yeah. So people can reach out anytime. Some people just may want some information about what resources in their community too, or maybe whether it's the helpful step to be calling us, and that's okay. You don't have to feel like you're 100% ready to need therapy to reach out to us, right? We're here to support the community. And you can reach out to us at 844-266-6463. And you can leave a general voicemail. If you want to reach Dr. Meyerson, you can definitely leave one for him or myself or one of our other therapists. You can also send us an email at info@mindchicago.com.
Thank you guys so much for all your time, teaching me a little bit about Mind Chicago. I had a little background on what you guys did, but I definitely learned, especially David, I didn't know your job existed.
I get that a lot. Yes.
He's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great knowing that these resources are out there and that there's different solutions for people who need different solutions.
Yeah.
And thank you guys all for watching. I'm Adam McDowell with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Chicago, your path to home, and parkbench.com/North Center.
Thank you, Adam.